Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test account and we have brand new patch notes. That is right, the patch notes 1.150 are up. We're gonna have to go ahead and break these down. Now this is adding the new celestial hero, Arila, the goddess of fertility. So definitely getting a new celestial hero. Now this was kind of the speculation that we seen after the awakened version of Iran, that it would be a new celestial hero. Now the question is, did you save any of your Stargazer cards? Did you save any of your diamonds? Because I know if you were adding those 3 additional copies of the awakened version of Iran to get that 1 star, to go ahead and engrave him, you might not have the materials. And that is why I used time emblems to actually build them out versus using my cards themselves. So we're going to have to see, because it is intelligence-based mage, is able to sow crops on the battlefield, harvest them to generate autumn harvest zones that buff allies and damage enemies within. So interesting again with that intelligence-based mage that has the ability to buff allies and damage enemies. So again, we're playing kind of the mage support role with a lot of these, which of course, viability-wise, it seems like that is very important, because when it comes to the hero and having utility, this is where it comes from. So we know the new trial is coming, added bountiful trials, and then new additions, autumnal times. That's kind of hard to say. Autumn has been reshaped landscape, bringing a new look to all scenery and buildings. Just log into the game and get an autumn gift. We know that's usually diamonds that we get, like 1,500 roughly. Hopefully we get a couple. The overhaul, rehaul gift structures, more defined look, adding new greenery and decorations. So again, functionality, not going to be anything there. Lost Spire is coming back. Now this is one that we actually just seen, which is going to be cool, because the Lost Spire, of course, yields you a significant amount of resources. Not incredibly hard. Even with my free-to-play accounts, I'm going through, pretty easy to get through. Lyrical Exploration is coming back. I hope that is going to be additional copies of either Wukong or Flora, or they might change it up to another hero. But overall, I've been using them since they're maxed out at 5 stars and just exchanging them within the shop itself. Store updates, guild store updates. This is going to be interesting. So updated the item in the guild store, added a new item, soul stones for Hildwyn, Draconic Insignias. Finally, we are getting Draconic Insignias. There they are. Complete in stage 29-60. We knew we needed them, and we have needed them for a lot of times. The purchase limits on Mythic Variety Chests and Tier 4 stones have been removed. They will refresh randomly in the guild store. So now we're going to have the ability to get Hildwyn out of there, which is good and kind of bad, because that means gear is going to take a backseat to everything else. So if in there we have Hildwyn, which we know we're going to have, Draconic Insignias, we have the time emblems in there, and we also do have Eugene in there. That is going to be kind of crazy with the guild update. I don't know if they're going to be giving us any more coins or tokens, the guild tokens out of there, but overall that is pretty interesting. I'm surprised they didn't add it to the other shop in here, so we're going to have to see how that kind of looks like. Labyrinth store updates. Now this is going to be nice. Items in the Labyrinth store effective after the update. Added new 4 faction soul stones, legendary bizarre totem cards. We needed them. We had to have them. Dream store updates. There we go. So updated the items in the Dream store. Added new items, soul stone, Kanisa and Rook, and Vathiel. Okay, so a little bit better. Added gold. Not sure exactly why. Maybe early game, but we're going to have to see what that looks. Legendary update adventures. Added the Dunes of Dusk instance, which is going to be the Epic Sophia, the Maestro of Power. The instance belongs to the new legendary epic series, the Dark Starfall. Very cool. Nightmare Corridor has been updated. New boss. Mystic Star Zone is coming as well. Oaken Inn getting an optimization. Noble Tavern getting an optimization. So again, they're building it and making it a little bit different. Overall, guys, that is pretty cool. So I'm going to look through some of these stores, and I know the patch is going to be up tomorrow. So if we're adding Hildwyn and Draconic Insignias, and again, I want to kind of look at it as it sits today. So Draconic Insignias and Hildwyn are going to be added in here, and this is going to be, again, to the guild store. So pretty interesting. So these two, I believe these are the two that they're talking about, are just going to go in random rotation. So they're probably going to drop into these bottom 3. But I'm assuming that these two are going to turn into Hildwyn, and it's going to turn into the Insignias. Now, what is the cost going to be in the Insignia? That is going to be a very, very big question mark. And also, I would probably prioritize building out Hildwyn if you don't have him already ascended to that 1 star versus going ahead and focusing on building out Eugene in his entirety. And then, of course, the priority in here is still going to be right here with our time emblems. going to be a definite change in there. Again, Dream Store, we're going to see a little bit of a change up in here. Barracks was the one that I was hoping they would add something to. Overall, getting the Twisted Essence, but once you get to a point in AFK Arena where you have a majority of your Celestials and your Hypos kind of covered, there's not a big push, even looking where I've capped the Elder Tree, not a big push in there as well. And then, of course, reviewing the notes, what else were we changing in there? I know we had a couple other stores. Labyrinth Store adding 4 faction Soul Stones. Don't know what the point of that would be. Maybe early game again, because with the wish list, you already do have it in there. Legendary Bizarre Totems, that is going to be a good one. That is going to be a really good change in there. But again, the question is, when you start thinking of the Labyrinth Store itself, there's already a ton of stuff in here, guys. When you think about building these out on the Emblems of Space, we have our heroes, we have our engraving mats, you have your Poke Coins, your red chest, your Twisted Essence. Now they're adding more stones in here, and they're adding the Legendary Bizarre Totems. I don't know. That seems like it's going to be a lot. And of course, the Challenger Store over on the YouTube account, we have this built out in its entirety. We don't actually have any other heroes, but unfortunately, the 2 stores that I was hoping that they would look at and they would adjust are not going to be available and have not going to see any changes in there at all, which is kind of unfortunate, kind of sad to see. But we know, again, that there are a few things that are coming. I want to see what's going on with the events in here. Mystic Star Zone, right there it is. Now the Knight's Path, of course, is coming up on Global very soon. Then we have, again, the new hero that is coming up. Calendar, we got the Treasure Scramble right there, and everything else is going to update when it comes with the patch tomorrow. So very cool overall. I'm pretty happy with the update. I know the last update didn't include anything, which was kind of sad because literally we didn't see anything in the last update. What I'm still hoping, and we're really fingers crossed, is waiting for the Field of Stars to see exactly what they do with Encore and how they build this out and exactly what it looks like. Now, remember, we built out the very first one. In the other 3 iterations, or these 3 bottom ones, there's nothing new here. So they already have the stars built. Also looking at possibly adding more stars over here. And we're hoping that those are going to increase insignias, because overall, if I'm thinking about the guild shop and kind of how it is built and how it is designed today, we're not going to have the ability to get a lot of insignias, and I'm assuming it's going to be 10, maybe it's going to be 80, maybe it's going to be 100. I hope that they keep it on par, because essentially, if they build it out in the guild store and it comes out to be 100, 120, 150, if it's a lot more expensive to get them as insignias, chances are, and the probability of getting those out of the guild coins goes down dramatically, just for the simple fact that you're not going to have the ability to get them. So again, patch notes are up. We're going to see exactly what comes tomorrow. A lot of changes down the pipeline, including free Hildwyn. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.